Ladies and gentlemen, we're continually told we live in a democracy and how wonderful it is to be in a democracy. Do you know what I have to say to that? I only got one thing to say, and that's bullshit. We think that living in democracy is, as they say, the cat's ass. It isn't. We think that we have politicians that are representing us. When was the last time your politician represented you? They all get elected saying, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then what happens? They just go out and they do their own thing. We all know politicians really don't care what we want. All they care is what the polls want. And who does the polls? Somebody they hire to maybe phone a few people and hear what they want to hear. You go and do a survey somewhere, the questions are always loaded. They already know where they want to take you with their questions. Survey, check it out. You'll see what I'm saying is right. You know, do you like this? Very much, a little bit, a whole lot. You know, it's choices like, not quite like that, but you know what I'm saying, folks. You check it on a survey. You try and say, hey, hang on, none of those are my answer, and see what happens. Okay, you vote for your politician. They're in there, and you don't like them. What do? Oh, guess what? You can't do anything. You have to wait. You have to wait until the next election. So in the meantime, they get to fuck you for 4 years, or however long it takes before you get a new politician. And then you get the new one, and they're no different than the first one. Democracy, come on. You know, you look at other countries, you look at places where they have dictatorships. What difference does it make? They have a dictator, the dictator does whatever they want, no different than our politicians. Fine, once in a while you get a lousy dictator who goes around killing people. But you know what? Our politicians are killing people too. They're just doing it a little different. They're doing it through their budgets. They cut back on this and that and the other thing, and you can't get the stuff done that's going to help you live your life in a way that's going to allow you to extend it. You try and get medical attention. Oh, the politicians have cut back on this, that, or the other thing. So you know what happens? You end up dying. How's that any different than the dictators? The other threat that we get is, well, you know, we're not communist. Well, you know what, folks? What's the difference between communists and dictators and democracy? In every one of those systems, you got the guys at the top, i.e. our famous 1%, and you got the guys at the bottom. Well, you know what? Same in communism. They have the guys at the top, and the guys at the top get what they want, and the guys at the bottom, they're shoveling shit. That's what they're doing, and it's no different in a democracy. How many unemployed people do we have that can't get a job? They're out there looking for a job and they can't get one. Well, at least in communism, you got a job, it's guaranteed. Folks, we really need to think about what is democracy? Who's kidding who?
Do you feel like you're living in a bizarre world where up is down and black is white, and your husband is now your wife? The sun sets in the morning and your cure pill gives side effects, and nobody seems to notice. That's because, oh, that's because, yeah, oh, living in a fucked up world, it's a fucked up world, yeah, oh, living in a fucked up world, it's a fucked up world, yeah.